If you work every day and still feel broke, this isn't your fault, but you need to understand why. Let's say you wake up, go to work, get paid. Sounds good, right? But here's the problem. The moment you get paid, your money disappears. This cycle then goes on to repeat day after day, month after month, and year after year. The problem isn't that you don't work hard. The problem is you're trading your time for money. There are only 24 hours in a day, so no matter how hard you work, your income is limited. Now here's where it gets worse. Prices go up every year, but your paycheck barely moves. So over time, you're actually getting poorer, even if you're working the same amount. Rich people don't just make money, they make money work for them. Instead of only earning income, they build assets, things like investing, business, real estate. These pay them even when they're not working. So the goal isn't just to work harder, it's to stop relying on active income. Even starting small, saving, investing, building something on the side, that's how you break the cycle. And these things that you build on the side will still continue to build even while you're working. So it's just extra money compounding on top of what you're already making. The goal isn't to stop working, it's to build on top of what you already have so you can get to that goal. Setting a good financial foundation is the difference between making good and bad decisions in life as a whole. Don't believe me? It's been proven that financial scarcity causes tunnel vision and stops you from making decisions you would have made if you had a clear mind. It also brings peace of mind and more windows of opportunity when you learn to create the breathing room that you need for success. That brings us to the true skill set of building wealth. Building wealth is setting up systems and committing to them. Even if you're in the negatives, the first step is knowing what's in your bank. Don't be afraid to look even if it's a little low. Now that you've given it attention, you need to know a couple things. You must save. This is paying yourself before anyone else. It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. This creates the gap you need in case emergencies happen, you need a new car, anything in life that happens unexpectedly. Now, say if a business is spending more than it makes, it goes bankrupt. The same applies to your wallet. A successful business is keeping more than it makes. For example, let's say business A is making $5,000 a month but only spends $1,000 on whatever it needs to keep the business running and makes $4,000 in profit every month. And business B makes $10,000 a month but spends roughly $7,500 a month on upkeep, making $2,500 profit every month. You'd rather be business A, right? Even though business B is seeing more money physically, it's not keeping the money. The more money you keep and add to your wealth engine will switch you from survival mode into the entrance of living. Just start. Even if you need to start with a small habit at first, it's better to build the muscle than to say, I'll try later and stay stuck. There's certain things only planning for the future can get you. But there's another reason people stay broke. Most people don't lose their money all at once, they lose it silently. A little here, a subscription there, food delivery, impulse buys, random upgrades, and none of them feel expensive individually. But over months, those tiny leaks become thousands. And the scary part, you don't notice because it feels normal. Normal spending, normal stress, normal paycheck to paycheck living, until years pass. And this is where people get stuck. They think, if I just made more money, everything would change. But making more money without changing habits usually creates bigger spending. That's called lifestyle inflation. You finally get ahead, then accidentally move the finish line. Bigger apartment, new car, more subscriptions, more pressure. Now you need the bigger paycheck just to survive. Wealth isn't built in one giant moment, it's usually built in boring moments. Automatic savings, investing consistently, learning skills, and building things that keep producing. People think rich people wake up and make one huge move, but most of the time, they build systems, and systems don't care if motivation disappears. That's why someone investing a little every month for years can beat someone who waits for the perfect moment. Think about yourself 5 years from now. That version of you is either going to say, thank you for starting, or why did you keep waiting? Because time passes either way. The only question is, will your money grow with it? You don't need to become obsessed. You don't need to become a millionaire overnight. You just need to stop letting every dollar leave before it has a job. And if nobody's told you this before, your current situation doesn't automatically predict your future. Where you start matters, but where you continue matters more. Some people begin ahead, some people begin behind. But habits compound, choices compound, time compounds, and eventually, the things you repeat become the life you live. You don't need to leave this video and change everything tonight. You don't need 10 income streams. You don't need to suddenly become perfect with money. You just need one decision. One thing that future you will be grateful you started. Maybe that's tracking your money. Maybe it's saving your first 100. Maybe it's learning a skill. Maybe it's building something that nobody sees yet. Because the goal was never to look rich. The goal is freedom. Freedom to breathe. Freedom to choose. freedom to say yes to opportunities and no to things that don't serve you. And the strange part is, that freedom usually starts with small decisions nobody claps for. So when progress feels slow, remember, you're not trying to win today, you're trying to build a life that wins later. Working hard is respectable, but hard work alone isn't the finish line. The people who win financially learn how to keep more, invest more, build more, and eventually, their money starts carrying part of that weight. Start small, build the habit, protect the gap, and one day, you'll realize you're no longer surviving, you're finally building. Building towards a life where your time is finally yours. The only thing that's been keeping you behind is the lack of systems and the lack of knowledge. And now that you have it, you know that you're not broke because you're lazy, you're broke because no one taught you the rules. Now you know. In our next video, we'll be talking about the tools and systems you need to get started on your journey. If you liked this video, subscribe for more simple breakdowns on how money really works and how we set up systems to create real wealth.